शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते.
I wanted to speak about the world famous Guinness Book of World Records, Shakunthala Devi, the great mathematician. And yesterday I spoke about Shakunthala Devi. When the editing team went and did the editing, they came and told me something went wrong. I said, what? The voice recording, the plug they put it, they forgot to check the voice. It was a little loose. So nothing was recorded. All what I spoke was not recorded. So the smallest thing can disturb. So the whole thing we couldn't load it up. And I was involved with the several meetings. I have to rush up to Indranagar for another meeting and come back again for the Diwali celebration. I said, no, I cannot. Maybe I come back and I do the recording. But when I came back, I was so tired I couldn't do the recordings. Today we are doing the recording. This reminded me about the people I speak in Karnataka. Many of the people come to me to invite me for the daughter's wedding. And I know that the child is very small. So I'll ask them, wedding so fast? And they say, yes, it's wedding. Then I'll ask, Magalki eshtu vayasagidu? That means, how old is the daughter? Is she 12 years? And they will tell, yes. Aite. They only say Aite. I said, damn it, you're not supposed to get your daughter married at 12. It should be 18. Again, it's Aite. If you say 18, they say Aite. That means, yes, she's 18. If 12, yes, it is 12. That calculation. None of the Swamijis, none of the elders, none of the temples and ashrams have taught our people to calculate, to understand the law, what volume to talk and what volume not to talk. In Japan, they were able to bring down a lot of psychological disturbance because even in their language, I learned Japanese and I went to speak to my business friends and they were laughing. Rakumjee, ha 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 ha. From where did you learn Japanese? I said, that is also very important. From where did I learn? I know I'm speaking. No. You must have learned from the girls. I said, how do you know? I know I learned it from Onoja. You're speaking like a girl. In Japan, there is two languages. One for the girls, one for the boys. The girls should speak, how are you? Means, hi, genki desu ka? And the boys should only say, genki desu ka? And if the girls ask you, how are you? Hi, genki desu ka? And the boys should say, well, genki desu. But at the same time, when the man asks the girl, genki desu ka? With the male voice, and the girl says, hi, genki desu. And I was going and asking them, hi, genki desu ka? Rakumjee. That calculation is very, very important. I went 5 times, they failed me. 5th time I told Okabe-san, one more time this driving license inspectors are going to fail me, I am going to punch them right on the nose. I was so angry. Maybe Okabe-san went and told the inspectors, please make him pass. After they passed me, they warned me, you are still not correct. You must practice more. I can, from my childhood, I'm riding and driving heavy vehicles, small vehicles. I have an international driving license when I entered Japan. And they're telling my driving is wrong. 5 times they fail me. And the training is before you enter the car, you have to hold on to the door and you have to say 1, you look to the left, you look right. Then you open the door, you go inside 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Before you start the vehicle, you on your count, you check whether everything is in proper order, including the tires. And before you start the vehicle, you put the indicator to the right, whether vehicles are coming or not. Then only you move the vehicle to the right to come to the road. That calculation we forgot, hence the poverty of the land. Shakunthala Devi, born on 4th November 1929 in Bangalore, died on 21st April 2013 in Bangalore, was an Indian mathematician, writer and mental calculator, popularly known as the human computer. Her talent earned her a place in the 1982 edition of the Guinness Book of World Records. However, the certificate for the record was given posthumously on 30 July 2020, despite Devi achieving her world record on 18 June 1980 at Imperial College, London. Devi was a precocious child and she demonstrated her arithmetic abilities at the University of Mysore without any formal education at the age of 6. Shakunthala Devi said, "Without mathematics, there's nothing you can do." Everything around you is mathematics. Everything around you is numbers. Just look, the lady understood that karma yoga, our India's pranayama goes like this. Inhale 1, retention 4 times, retention, and exhale 2. And they practiced at that level. They practiced the mantra, tantra, pandra at that level. Above that, they were not asked to calculate, to take their life forward. Pranayama says, if you take 1 rupee, if you are given 1 rupee, if you are given 1 answer, if you are given 1 job, work for 4 times. 1 inhalation, retention 4 times is your hard labor. And exhale 2 means give away to the poor, to the wanted, to the needy, to give you the strength. If you don't give, you cannot become strength. What you eat, you have to go to the restroom. You have to flush it out. Only small portion goes to the body to rejuvenate, to keep this body running. This calculation was never taught. They say pranayama, they hold on to that. And it was the Japanese who first told me, look, you had the pranayama, but the calculation, we calculated. The richest economy in the world is Japan. Let us all join together. The Nigerian doctor was telling every day morning he doesn't practice medicine, but he practices mathematics, Vedic mathematics. Yes, mental math he practices. At the age of 108, he was looking young at the age of 40. Yes, looking 40 years old. Many people for that, older people, when I ask them, they say, it is a mental calculation. They calculate, they can even, when they see the birds flying, they can tell there are around 200 birds. 400 calculations, yes. They can say this much. They look at the land, they say this 30, 40, or 40, 60. Yes. The mind can calculate. The moment you use your mind, hospitals will run away. Hospitals will be closed. Hence, none of the seniors have taught our children. They kept on creating difficulty in maths. Maths were fun. They have not made it. If everybody can calculate, there is no poverty, like Shakunthala Devi said. Without mathematics, it's like without your wife, without your lover, it is like the ganji without uppu. Uppu illa ganji in Kannada. Without the uppu, it's not tasty at all. Without mathematics, not a single day, not a single topic you talk. Before you give an answer, you calculate to find out whether you give an answer, whether the answer will go into the trash or really it will put into practice. Unasked for advice goes the saying. So the calculation is very, very important, that when the rainwater falls, we are not being able to collect how many milliliters of water fell into our land and how much we could save. Balance went to the groundwater recharging. How much solar light we were able to get it in a day in this land and how much we were able to convert into solar. That makes you the richest. How much love we were able to produce by keeping your wife or your husband or child close to your heart. A bare hug creates the strength of the family. When the family is together, family sits together, eats together, prays together, grows together, joint automatically comes, seeing the strength, people get attracted, you become a magnet. That is called the joint family, which stabilizes the family tree. One telephone call, you get all the works done. When you don't get your works done, you become a mental problem, a psychiatric problem. You have to go to the psychiatrist and psychologist and to the hospitals. Diseases is thy name. When your easiness is disrupted, when the easiness is dislocated, this is joins together to create problems. When you are at ease with your family, which disease can disturb